Today on Data, we're taking a look at the Eskute C300R e-bike. Is this bike for you? Let's find out. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Dad Hut. Today we've got another e-bike for you. This one here is a beefy boy. It is the Eskute C300R. Now, they do make a step through and a step over one. This is the step over version, but if you would prefer a step through, then they make that version as well. It's going to have the same specs. So just wanted to throw that out there. They do have two different versions, the only difference being one's step through and one's not. So with all that said, I'm going to go over everything you need to know about this bike. I'm going to go over the shipping, the assembly. I'm going to go over some of the specs and the features of the bike, and then we're just going to take it for a ride. We're going to go out, we're going to put some miles on it. I'll give you some pros and some cons and what I think about the bike. And at the end of the video, if you think this bike is for you, I'm going to have a link down in the description, and hopefully I'll be able to get you a code to help you save some money. But let's start at the very beginning. Shipping on this bike took about 5 days to get to my house here in Idaho. FedEx brought it right to my front door. As far as assembly goes on the bike, it was actually one of the easier ones. It came, I think, more assembled than most other e-bikes that I do. I want to say this one was like 90% assembled. Very easy to put together, in my opinion. They do give you the tools if you don't have any tools. They are basic, but they will get the job done if you don't have tools. The actual user manual is super simple to follow along with and put this bike together. And once you get it put together, I will say it is a beefy boy. It is a chunky bike. It seems big, which is great for bigger riders, or if you're looking for something very beefy and sturdy, if you're taking it off-road. This bike has that look and feel for sure. And the one thing I really like about this bike is they offer it in like 6 different colors. So this is the black, but if you don't want black, you don't want to blend in with all the other e-bikes. I think they had orange, I think there was a green, a blue, and a purple, and if you do want the black, then that's there too. But I love when companies give you options because there are so many e-bikes out there right now, and there's so many black ones. But if you want to blend in, you can do that. But if you want to do something and like fit your personality a little bit and get a different color, then they give you that option. So now that I have it all together, before we take it for a ride, let's really quickly, let's go over the specs and the features of the bike, and then we'll take it out for a ride. All right, so we've got the Eskute C300R. Let's go over some of these specs and features. You are going to get a 1500 watt peak motor, and that is going to be powered by this chunky battery here, which is a 48 volt 20.8 amp hour battery. Now they say that's going to get you 30 miles if you want to do full electric, and if you want to help pedal, you can take that all the way up to 80 miles. So if you want to pedal, you're going to go a lot further. If you just want to do full electric, about 30 miles to the charge. So the bike does have this rear rack here, which is great. So if you want to put some cargo on it, and it's got a capacity of about 120 pounds, they say. The bike does have plastic fenders on the front and the back, and those tires are extra big. They are 26x4 fat tires. Really good, really chunky. So if you're looking to go off-road, these are going to do just fine. The brakes are hydraulic brakes, which are great, a huge upgrade over just the standard mechanical brakes. So we've got hydraulics in the front and in the rear of the bike. You do have a fully adjustable front fork here, and you have a actual rear shock as well. So full suspension front and back. It is a chunky bike, and it does weigh about 90 pounds. So a little bit on the heavier side, but for what you're getting and how sturdy it is, you would expect it to be a little heavier. And the bike has a overall capacity weight limit of 500 pounds. So you can really put a lot of meat on this bike. The seat is fully adjustable, obviously up and down to your desired height, but the seat itself is like a gel. It's really comfortable on the hand. We'll see how it feels on my old man butt here later, but it feels really good. So up top on the left-hand side, you obviously have your left-hand brake, and you're gonna have a horn, and you have the headlight. What that headlight looks like, there you go right there. Back up top, you have this beautiful colored LCD screen, which is gonna give you all the info you need, your miles per hour, your trip, your pedal assist, how much battery life you have. it's all going to be there for you, really nice and easy to see. Over here on the right hand side, you do have an 8-speed Shimano shifter, so if you want to go through the gears and you want to pedal this bike, go for it. You've got it. You've got a half twist throttle right here, and you have your right hand brake. Okay guys, that is enough talking. All the specs and features and all that stuff is great, but none of it matters if the bike doesn't ride good. So let's take it out. We're gonna go through it. We're gonna put some miles on it. We'll test it off-road, do a top speed run. Let's take it outside. All right guys, here we are with the Eskute C300R, and one of the first things I always like to do is a top speed run. So I have my GPS hooked up right here, and I've got the battery is at full charge. So let's do a top speed run from a dead stop. And we're on the highest pedal assist, and go. 5, 8, 13, 15, 17, 20, 22, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30 miles per hour. Okay, so 30 miles per hour is what I got. Now that is moving. That is super fast. That's even higher than class 3 speeds, which I think are supposed to go to 28. So 30, and if I had a longer road, I probably could have got more speed out of it. You know, and I do weigh 190 pounds. I'm 6 foot tall, so somebody lighter could probably go a little faster. Not that you need to go faster. I think 30 miles an hour is moving. So yeah, the bike will definitely get up and go. Now, I am not the biggest fan of bicycle seats. I have said that in the past. This is probably the most comfortable regular bicycle seat I've ever been on. It must have some kind of memory foam or gel in it. So I obviously like the moped style seats, but this seat for a regular bicycle seat is the most comfortable I have ever sat on. So that is a plus. I don't know what that says for everybody else, but for me, I love it. It's actually really, really comfortable. We just had a nasty storm come through and everything is flooded. Like, this ditch is completely full. This dog's barking at these geese over here, but we had a nasty storm come through. So let's do a brake test. We'll bring it up to 15 miles per hour and we'll hit the brakes really quick. Woo, you heard that, man. It's got some brakes on it. These hydraulic brakes work really good. I like the hydraulic brakes. You can hear the tires there, but yeah, they work really good. People were looking at me over there like, what is this guy doing? All right, so we got this bridge over here. You can see all these down like little trees from that storm, but this is a bumpy bridge. Yeah, this bike has no problem doing that. I'm sure we'll go off-road here in a minute, but brakes look good. Tires are super chunky, so if you're going off-road, definitely going to be good for that. Super big. Definitely a big feeling bike for sure. Easy to control though. Not like super heavy or difficult when you're riding it. Feels, you know, nimble. And it does have 5 pedal assist modes, so depending on how fast you want to go, so like if you went to like pedal assist 1, it'll get you like 8 miles an hour top speed. Pedal assist 2, you know, will get you like 12 to 13 and so on and so on. So you don't have to put it in pedal assist 5 and go 30 miles per hour. You can do whatever you want. And if you like to pedal, it's got gears for you to pedal, and you could just start pedaling and the bike is going to respond to that. So if you want to pedal and help out and make your battery last longer, then pedal the bike away. Do what you want to do. So we're going to take it through this grass, but I think this grass is going to be pretty wet. I can already see some puddles because we had that storm. So here we go. We'll go through this grass. It does all right. It definitely can cut through it. It is a little bumpy, and I can adjust the shocks. So if I need to make an adjustment, I can do that, but it's not too bad. Got a hill. I got a hill coming up right here. We'll climb this hill. Let's go straight up here with a little bit of, yep, right up. Come right down. Yeah, this bike will definitely go through your grass and your dirt and your gravel without any issues. It will help you go uphill But again, you know, like all these e-bikes, it's not a gas-powered e-bike or a gas-powered bike. It is electric, so it can go up hills, but if it's something really, really steep, you're probably gonna have to help pedal it, but it will help it and make that easier for you. I just can't get over how big the bike feels. It feels big, like it is a chunky boy. I feel safe on it, definitely feel safe on it, but it is much bigger than any of the bikes that I have had on this channel. So if you're a bigger person, then this is probably going to feel really good for you, and if you're a smaller person, it might be a little too big, but I don't know. The seat is fully adjustable up and down, so you know, you can get it to reach for your height. It is very comfortable, a very comfortable ride. I like the seat, I like the hand positioning, everything feels good. It is very smooth on the pavement, so it does have that aggressive look, obviously, and is, you know, probably going to catch someone's eye who wants to take it off-road, but totally capable of just being your pavement bike as well. You know, people buy Jeeps and never take them 4x4ing, so just because it has the ability to do it doesn't mean you have to do it. I like the screen's nice and bright. I even have my sunglasses on, I can see it just fine. It's nice and colorful, pretty easy to read. So let's talk pros and cons. Let's do positive first, because I'm a positive guy. Let's talk about the pros. I love the fact that they give you multiple color options for this bike. There are so many black e-bikes out there, and that's fine if that's what you want, but I love the fact that they give you several different colors so your bike can stand out if you want it to. The bike is very solid. It seems very well built. It is a beefy boy, so there is that. If you are a bigger person, a bigger guy or gal, this bike is probably going to be perfect for you. It has 26-inch tires, while most have the 20. The frame is very sturdy. The seat can obviously go up and down to accommodate your height, and the bike can take over 500-pound capacity on it. So this is a really good bike for people that are bigger. Well, it's good for average people as well. Now we'll talk about small people in the cons. Far else as positive, the bike can haul ass. It goes, I got it to go 30. If I had a longer stretch of road, I probably could have taken it more, but 30 is definitely fine for me. Don't need to be going any faster than that. So 30 miles per hour is moving. I also really like the brakes. They work really good. Love hydraulic brakes. So much better than just your standard mechanical disc brakes. The screen is nice. I mean, there's a lot of little positives here and there. The overall, I really like the bike. But no bike is perfect. So let's talk negatives. What are some of the negatives about this bike? Well, I've kind of talked about it a little bit. I think if you're a smaller, shorter person, you might have a hard time on this bike. It is quite big. Could be intimidating for somebody small, maybe like a adolescence or something like that. They might be a little too big for them. But you know, I think if you're willing to get used to it, you'll be okay. But it is on the bigger side. One thing that I hate, let me stop right here and just tell you what I hate. These e-bike companies are obsessed with these NFC cards, and they're cool and all. They unlock the bike, but I hate that you have to use them or the passcode. And so what I mean by that is, let me power the bike off, and now I'll turn it on. And if I want to go anywhere, I can't. I either have to enter this 4-digit passcode, which I don't even know what it is, but that's going to take some time going through the arrows and putting in the code, or you do the NFC card. Either one is a pain. Look, it even timed out there. Let me turn it back on again and do the NFC card. So you have to carry that NFC card with you everywhere you go, or stop and enter a 4-digit passcode. That's going to take like 30 seconds to do. Which is great for security and people that want that. But for people like me who don't want that, there should be an option to just turn the bike on and go. I don't know why they're taking that away. All e-bikes used to be like that, and now they're putting these NFC cards with them, which is great. It's a nice security feature for people that want to use it, but don't take away the option to not use anything for people that want to do that. So I don't like that about the bike. I wish that you could just turn it on and go without a passcode or an NFC card. because I don't want to carry an NFC card. So besides that, any other negatives that I can think of? You know, I wish the bike had some turn signals. You know, I'm not somebody that uses them very often, but I know there's a lot of people who ride in the cities that probably would want turn signals. Maybe it's not a big deal to you, but they're not there, so there's no turn signals. You know, another negative is it's just a bigger bike. Like I said, it's going to take up more space. You know, you're going to probably need a bigger bike carrier if you're going to carry it, or something that can handle more weight. If you live upstairs or something and you got to bring this upstairs, a set of stairs, it's going to be a heavier bike to do that. So, you know, just something to weigh your options. Everybody's situation is different, so depending on your situation, it might not be a big deal. All right, guys, so that's going to wrap it up, I think, for the Eskute C300R. Really nice bike. I don't see anything that would, you know, throw any red flags or anything, but let's send it back inside and I'll wrap this all up. All right, so that is my thoughts on the Eskute C300R. Guys, if this video did help you out, and if you do feel like this bike is for you, then I'm gonna leave a link down in the description, and hopefully I'll have a code that will help save you money. The one thing I will say, and I say it about all these e-bikes that I do, I'm putting like the first 30 miles on them, and I'm giving you my initial thought. I cannot tell you how this bike is gonna do long term yet. If anything changes, I'll update it in the description, but as of now, everything seems solid. So I can't tell you how it's gonna be 2 years from now. You know, it really depends on how you treat things as opposed to how somebody else treats things, but this is just an initial review. If this video did help you out, guys, though, please like, please subscribe so you don't ever miss any of these Dad Hut videos, and I'll see you on the next one.